Fans, there's another story that I have to talk about. Yes, now let's get it to the point. This story that happened is I was there in presence of everything, and that was something that happened a couple of years ago. This story have to do with me, my uncle, a story of my uncle. My uncle had a wife. When I said wives, I mean she had two wives in the same house. Two wives in the same house. And the funny and the crazy thing about it is that they don't, the same house, this is the distance between both of them, their door. So that means that you can come from this room and then just lift up one leg and you enter the other wife's room. You don't have to walk. One steps. No kidding. But the reason why I have to talk about this story, it is about being a mother and being the wonderful mother and mother to sacrifice themselves for their children. That is the reason why I want to talk about this thing. Now, my uncle have two wives. One is young, one is old. Let's say this is the older one, and let's say this is the young one. Fine. When the young one came in, the older one was there already, like age-wise, and there before, older. Last one, younger. Now, when this young one came in, she didn't have no children for my uncle. She never had no children for my uncle. But this one here already had previous kids for another man, which is 3, before he came in the marriage. Those kids were already grown already. So guess what? It wasn't a big deal. She didn't plan to have, never had any plan to have other children with my uncle. But she is young, so she got to have other children or some children with my uncle. Here you go. She did. This amazing woman here, she did. She had 1 boy and 2 boys. Things was not going very well between her and my uncle. But you know the funny thing is, before she came in the picture, my uncle have already previous women that he have had children with. Let's say couple of women that he have had children with. Couple of women he had children with. I'm repeating it again because the story is getting interesting starting from here. Okay. Now, my uncle have a daughter. Older one, didn't work out with the mother. Have a son, didn't work out with the mother. Have 3 kids, didn't work out with the mother. So all those 3 parents, women, left my uncle and left the children with my uncle. Guess what? All these children, my uncle was focusing on other women, so he never had focus on those children. So some of them went to school, some of them didn't. The ones that went to school, had education, still didn't have a proper life. Because guess what? His mind was not for them to continue the education to the further or to be whatever he wanted them to be. His focus was have families or have children, I don't know, or to have women, we don't know. So now let's go back to these 2 women. Now this here doesn't have a child, but she have a business that most of the time she is the one that giving my uncle money. So guess what? My uncle needs her. Now this one here is the educated one. This is not educated. This one here came in with a 2, gave 2 boys to my uncle. She realized that the life that she's living with my uncle is not going well. She decided maybe it is the best thing for me to let this man go and move on with my life. But if I moved on back in the days, I need to leave my children with him. Because that's the father. I'm not going to start any life with these children. And she realized that no, me doing that, it might destroy my children's life. Why do you say that? She doesn't know the future. But she looked at the other children that he had, how their life was going bad, how things were going bad for them. She decided, you know what? No, I'm going to stick around with this man. until my children are grown. So they can have me, they can have their father. Even if they don't respect me, they will respect their father. Even if they don't listen to me, they will be able to listen to their father. So guess what? This woman here stayed with this, my uncle, through problems, through pain, through disturbing, through, when I said through so many, a lot of crap went on. But this woman here stood up in all of this situation to raise 2 boys. And then guess what? The third one came in. Third one came in. The funny thing is, my uncle spends 2 weeks here and spent 2 weeks here. When he spent 2 weeks here, he eats this one's food. When he spent 2 weeks here, he eat this one's food. But this one here was getting all the best treatment. Somebody will say, what do you mean by she or who get the best treatment? No, I mean this one here was getting all the best treatment. It reached a point. My uncle, when she had the third one, things wasn't going well. My uncle decided every money she makes is to take care of the 3 boys. School, everything, clothes, whatever the situation might be. She was using her hard-working money to take care of the boys. So my uncle wasn't getting money from her. He was only getting money from her. So guess what my uncle did? Put all his focus on this one here. And this one was getting every attention that she deserved. This one here wasn't getting any. She stayed with my uncle for another extra almost 10 years. Again, after maybe, let's say, 10 years, you have to stay with my uncle extra 10 years. And that extra 10 years, guess what? No sex from my uncle. No sex. 0. But she still stayed loyal to be in the house for the sake of her children. She sacrificed for the sake of her children. How many women these days? This woman stayed there for 10 good years without sex because the man decided, I'm not giving you sex because you are not behaving the way this one is behaving. And you are working hard just to take care of the boys but not to give me. Then fine. That is the plan and that is how she decided. He decided to treat this one. But guess what? She stood there until all these boys get best life. 3 boys. One boy became a farmer. When I say farmer, went to university, now managing people that have farm employees. The second one went to school, university, now is in the States, working hard with his wife and kids. The third one is still in Ghana, still in school. And guess what? Now they are all grown. They saw everything that happened in the house. And when I said to my auntie, why did you stay? My cousin's mom, I asked her, why did you stay all this time through all this misery, all this pain, all these problems? She says to me, Prince, because of my 3 boys. I wanted them to grow with a father. I wanted them to be a man to raise them. That is why I stayed. And now they have grown. Everything that their father did to me, I don't have to lie. They witnesses themselves. They went through it with me. So now they know that whatever I will tell them is the truth. And I don't even have to tell them anything because they witness it. So now, whichever position they are in now, they know that my mother comes first because she have always been there and she did everything. Because if I do, and I said, so why are you still friends with my uncle till today? And you still talk to him. He says, Prince, I don't live with him anymore. I moved out. I'm living my best life. My children are grown. I sacrifice all those things for them. But I still respect him and I still cares about him in one reason. Because I know something may happen by mistake, God forbid, to my children, and I might need a man to be there to support them. I don't know when I will die. I don't know when something will go wrong. And when I need a man to be there to talk about the children or to be in the presence of the children, I'm still going to need him. So I'm going to be with my best behavior with him until whenever I am not around. So I'm still going to respect him to be, because he's the father of my children. Now, this is where the story ends. These women did that. Now let's go to this modern age. How many women could sacrifice themselves for their children to be with a man that they don't want to be with? No, not this age. But guess what? This woman did it for my cousins. And now they raised with their father and they are able to understand how life is. Did my mother did that? Hell no. Did my mother show that love? Hell no. Did my mother? None. Sacrifice? No. The Bible says in life we need to sacrifice. A lot of women doesn't want to sacrifice because they think about their life first. But before your children will grow, some people are 30 years old. 30. Before your child will become 30 years old, you are already old. Now you are old. You getting out and making it, you need to focus on your children. Anyways, I will end this story here. I need people to leave comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to bring you real life stories. Please, if you have a story that is amazing, that will touch somebody's heart, that will make somebody learn something, please leave a comment, leave a number, and I will contact you. I would love to hear your story. I would love to put your story in my channel without mentioning your name. And these two people that you see here, these two ladies, they are not the people that I'm talking about. It is just a random pictures that I'm putting there just to give you the story, that for you people to understand me and everything. That is why I use this. So if you ever see this picture, don't ever think it's these people. Thank you very much for being on my channel. Subscribe, and I'm here to make you happy, to make you your day that is going by, to bring a light into your life. Thank you very much. See you on the next video.